Hello everyone, I'm Havoc, and this is Factorio Space Exploration Plus. And in between episodes, I've done a little bit of work. I've been doing some cleaning, some reorganizing. You'll notice that I expanded our stone brick production. I have them buffering into provider warehouses here and then going down the line from that. I cleaned up where we did have the iron smelting that was here. I've removed it. We're no longer utilizing that. I've done some work up here for our glass. It had become an issue where it was barely trickling down. So I ramped this up, made sure that we were putting on both sides of the line, changed everything to blue belts, fully moduled. Our glass is going well. I expanded our concrete production and worked on storing some concrete. It'll back up eventually because the reason we're losing all of our concrete is it's time to upgrade the walls. It's time to beef them up. So in space exploration or AAI industries, you have regular stone walls, which are these right here, and they have 350 health. And then you can make, let me see if I can grab one of these. Come on. There we go. Regular walls, concrete walls, which have 800 health. A lot more than the stone walls. I mean, the stone walls look like just stone that's stacked up, and it makes sense. This is poured concrete, so of course it's stronger. It also has iron in it, which makes it reinforced. And then you have steel spiked walls, spiked steel walls. These suckers right here have 1,000 health, and you see those wonderful little spikes sticking out of them? Spiked walls that deal damage back to the attacker. That's right. When they're smacking the wall, they're taking damage just from the wall itself. Not even mentioning the turrets that will be behind it, blowing them up. So that's what we're working on. Because I'm tired of these little messages that keep popping up right here. This constant barrage, and they're getting really evolved at this point. They're doing a lot of damage when they come and hit. And of course, my robots are going and repairing everything, but I'm tired of it. It's time to take care of them. So today's episode is going to be about military expansion. You'll see the map's much larger. If you're wondering, well, how in the heck did you do that? It's with the little feature that comes with space exploration. If I go to Novice, you can see I can scan the surface. And what it does is it's like a bunch of radars running at once. Your satellite in space starts scanning everything, and it expands your view all the way out until you can see the entire planet. I did that, and then I realized that when it goes to autosave, it probably takes a good 40 seconds to autosave, and that happens every 15 minutes. So I hit this little button to trim the surface, and that gets rid of the map that it expanded for you. And then I scanned a little bit again and stopped it once it got out to here so I could see what's going on. And I'll probably try and put on the screen when I took a screenshot of what the planet looks like. It's so big it doesn't even fit. I'm zoomed all the way out. It's so big it doesn't fit on here, zoomed all the way out. But the planet, the map itself is finite. There are edges and you can't go past them. So we could eventually kill all the biters. And like I said in an earlier video, that's probably the long-term goal for Novice, is to absolutely remove all of the biters from it and have the planet claimed as my own, the entire planet. But for today's episode, we're going to do some expansion. We're going to do some killing of the biters and really push out our walls. And I've done a little prep work for that, so I'm going to have the bots bring me artillery cannons. And let's bump this up. I don't remember how many I made, but I want all that I possibly can have. And then I'm going to get a train, most likely, and load it with ammo. Or no, you know what? We're going to do it this way. I'm going to come down here and empty my inventory. And how I do that is I just place down one of these, turn off the logistics bots. I'll wait for them to bring me the artillery turrets. And then I put everything in here except for what I want. Like, what am I going to bring out there? I'll need fuel for my jetpacks, which I'm actually out of fuel, so I'll have to grab that. And I'm going to bring a bunch of ammo and my artillery turrets out there with me. Let's go grab jetpack fuel real fast, which I have right here. I just need a couple. They last a very, very long time. Nine artillery cannons. Here comes a few more. 15. We'll call that good for now. So I'm going to put everything up, then I'm going to grab back the artillery cannons and the fuel for the jetpacks. And we're going to go grab all of the ammo we can carry in the form of atomic artillery. And I've been prepping, like I said, for this very moment. We've got a lot. Now we're going to head out here and have some fun. And I get hit most of the time from the left over here, so we're going to head straight to the left and take care of them first. I'm so fast at this point, I'm pretty sure I can outrun anything, honestly. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, autosave. Kaboom! Here it comes. Beautiful. Oh! Are they finished? They're finished. Okay, we're going to pick them up and move right on along. The bugs. Oh. That did a lot of damage. Holy cow. Yeah, so this weapon may be a little overpowered. Might be a little overtuned. Whew. Don't get too close to him, though. Look at that damage in one hit. Okay. We're just going to do a little bit of this. And take... Welcome back. So, if we take a look at the map here, you're going to notice there's a very large buffer area to the left. Not so much right over here. I didn't worry as much about it. They only come down every so often and attack, so it's not a big deal. But what I was worried about is the left-hand side over here, which is very open and constantly getting hit. And as I speak, we're getting hit right here. So now that we've got some breathing room, I want to look at what we can do to expand to here. And I'm thinking about designing a wall section that will incorporate a lot of different aspects. Really going to use these spiked walls a lot. And then I developed some, I built, where are they at? Flamethrower turrets. I'm not seeing them for some reason. I had them right around in here, I thought. Or was it up here? It's up here, okay. Yes, flamethrower turrets. Then we're going to put down laser turrets. We're going to put down regular turrets. Because right now we're using just regular turrets and laser turrets. And the biters, specifically the spitters, are doing a lot of damage because they kind of sit at a further out range. And I don't think my gun turrets shoot them. So I want to put down flamethrower turrets with coverage to take care of it. And I need to take a look here. I have a lot of laser turrets in the back here, and I definitely need those because when the biters come in to hit the wall, they need to be melted quickly. But what I want to look at is designing, say, a wall section that could be modular. 3 might be too thick. That's an interesting sound, I like that. But what we're going to do is set up laser turret, gun turret, and do that back and forth for a bit like we have already. Let's let our... Oh, I don't have robots on me. It'll take them forever. Never mind. We'll hand place these things for right now. It's okay. It won't be the end of the world. But what I can do is change things up a little bit. So the gun turrets are nice, and I definitely want to keep them in, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this pattern. And the reason is, now that I have power like this, I could get away with sneaking an extra set of laser turrets in closer. Rather than having them behind the belt, I can have the belt go along here. The only problem with that is that now I'm going to have another underground right here. We also have long-handed inserters. This is not something I usually do, but what I might do is something along the lines of that, so that I can sneak an extra row of turrets in much closer, and then we can still have our row of ammo coming down here, and it can still make it to the gun turrets, but now this extra layer of laser turrets are closer. And that will help, because the spitters are shooting this first row and the wall while they're only within range of the first row, and they're not getting hit by the back row as much. So I definitely want to fix that problem. And then we need to look at these flamethrower turrets. What I might do is, they've got some really serious coverage range, and I think they reach further than anything else, even being way back here, which I like. I like that a lot. So I want to make this blueprint modular, where I can just place it down and not worry about it. That won't work. This is going to be interesting because I need to fit in the long-handed. That'll work though. The long-handed inserters in between. And I also want to make use of this full range, so I have it starting and stopping there. I want to do the same thing here. So we need to go ahead and continue the pattern out till you get to the end of the range, and that's perfect. And continue the belt out. That way I can just plop this down and keep expanding it constantly. Okay, now we need our long-handed inserters. One can go there, one can go there. This is going to end a little bit awkward down here. There's going to be a slight gap because of the way this falls out. Let's take a look at this. Is there a way that we could better optimize this? No, it doesn't look like it. I was trying to see if we could rearrange the long-handed inserters to the other side, do a single one then do a double. But what that will do is that will change the pattern down on the far side, and it will be off by 1. So we'll just leave it off by 1 right down here, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. What I do want to do is look at what are we going to do here. Probably come middle of the way. Alright, so far this is really nice, very easily scaled. The only other thing that I want to look at is doing some interesting things with the walls. So if you come out and pepper these every so often, I think the bugs can go in between this, but it slows them down. And that will prevent them from making it to the wall as fast. We could even make it where they definitely can go, but they have to separate and go in between. And all of this is going to abuse the AI of the biters, in that they're not smart enough to destroy the wall. I need to grab more walls. Here, essentially, if they can go around something, they will try and just go around it before they destroy it, until they have determined that they can't go around it, and then they'll attempt to destroy it to get to what they're going after. So if you put these little pieces out here in such a way that they can go around it, but they do have to, they can't run in a straight line, then it will slow them down and give my turrets more time to do their thing and kill the enemy. And I'm pretty sure these don't take any damage from our flamethrower turrets when they start spitting out fire at the enemy. So now I'm wondering, do I want to do it this close, or do I not want to? Could do something along the lines of that. We're going to have to test this out. And that would be really simple. We can look and see where the next couple attacks come from. And if we determine that they are coming from somewhere nearby, I can go out there and put some of this down and see exactly how well or how bad this works. But I don't want to get these walls too far out away from the range of the gun turrets. This is what, 1, 2, 3 rows out. And this may be too much room, and I may have to compress it. So we'll test it out and see what happens. I'll go ahead and put one more row out here, and then we'll do one of these exactly the same, but with the compressed wall bits. So this is a good blueprint. We're going to take that and say I like that, but what I want to do now is come back in here and shrink all of these down and see which one works better. I honestly like the look of this one where they're closer together better, but I'm less worried about the look of it because I don't look at my wall often, and I'm more worried about the functionality. How well does it work? Is it going to take less damage and do a better job of stopping the biters, or is it not? Whoops. Yeah, this one is, like I said, it's the one that I think looks better, but I'm not worried about looks, I'm worried about performance here. So we are going to bring some roboports out. I want to be able to build this myself. I don't want to wait for the base to send out a wave of robots to come do it, because we're just in the testing phase right now. So we need to grab ammo, we need to grab more of these. You know what? The bots can clean up all that wall. I can just go grab a bunch more wall. And may want to grab a few more roboports. And what I'll do is I'll just swap everything out for the roboports when I go to build. That way I don't have to wait a really long time for my bots to put things out. Also, I have a lot of random things in my inventory that I want to drop off from where I've been improving structures, improving builds and production lines, trying to make things better all over the base. We're going to want some wall. That's probably plenty wall. I've got plenty of flamethrower turrets. I do want to grab more regular turrets and more laser turrets. 2 more stacks of the laser turrets because that's the most prevalent thing we're using. Let's grab a bunch. I have lots of long-handed inserters, red belt to produce it. Now I'm going to grab some ammo. And I really should be using uranium ammo. I need to look into developing that. It's a significant jump in damage if we look here. This one does 8 plus 6.4. This one does 24 plus 19.2. And all it takes is adding some depleted uranium to it. So I'm definitely going to work on that before I put this wall section into permanent use. We have an issue, and our issue is that now I'm not getting attacked anymore. I've done too good of a job of blasting the biters back. Let's look. Because there are no more biters to absorb pollution and attack my wall, the pollution cloud will continue to grow and expand, and it will hit these out here, and they will come back in and start repopulating. So there's no worries there. We are building up pollution right here. If I put something down close enough to aggravate them, they should come and attack it. So what I want to do is take some power poles out and make a little mock building area. And I may not need, if I go outside of the build area, I don't have to worry about the base trying to build it. Only my robots will attempt to build it because I won't be inside the network. But like I said, I do want to grab a few more of the RoboPort pieces right here. So let me grab 10 is a lot, that's fine. And I want some construction robots. Let's go make this happen, see what we get. Also, I'm going to test out quick placing of power poles while flying at incredibly fast speeds. We're going to stress test Factorio here because I've never done this before. So if I start right here, oh, it has no issue because I am moving fast. Okay, and we're back. I have completed the wall sections, and we are going to see if we can make the biters angry and bring them down this way. Don't think that should be that hard. So they're so big, it looks like they just tried to walk around, which may be because there's a way around the wall. So there'll be some more testing that I need to do. Oh, so flying over fire is not a good idea. Got it. I should try maybe with some regular artillery rounds to provoke them into coming to attack this. But with this here, they should attack it before they try and run around down to my base and attack that. And that's fine. I can see how this works and determine if I want to use the compressed wall bits or the expanded wall bits there. And I will work on that off camera and get back to you for the next episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to give the video a like, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you all next time.